EOSHL TV is powered by M&L Electric.
When two high-powered hockey clubs take to the crystal ice line by 5 colored separators and 2 fishnet goals, the anticipation is electric. For any fan of the game, it's like Christmas every time the horn sounds. To see slick skating, dominating defense, and lightning-fast saves is more than any fan can ask for. On any given night, you, the fan, are mostly unaware of what brand of hockey will be put in front of you. A slop fest of bad passes and miscues, coupled with a lackluster effort delivering a snore fest throughout the arena, is always a possibility for you, the dedicated fan. The only guarantee that we have for you here at EOSHL TV is this will never be boring, and never without the highest effort possible. These two teams are hungry for one thing collectively: a trip to the Eastern Ontario Super Hockey League Finals with a chance to bring the championship back to their faithful fans and show them that their dedication and continued support was not a waste of time. It was time well spent. Around the arena, they know so well and lovingly cheering for the players they've come to care for and never forget. Hello everyone, and once again, welcome to another edition of EOSHL TV. I'm Billy Bull, your play-by-play guy. Alongside me is my trusted colleague and son. We'll be delivering all the technical aspects you'll see this evening. And in just a moment, Justin Allery, he'll be doing the color for this series as well. This is game 1, and of a series that has been built into the minds of the Rideaus since last season's departure in this exact same situation. They were one series away from the EOSHL Finals, and it was the Gananoque Islanders who put their destination for the gold on ice. But this year, they've retooled, and even though they're down Andrew Sprague, Tate Leeson, Reed Russet have both stepped into that driver's seat and helped propel this offense to where it needs to be. And where it is the highest scoring team in the Eastern Ontario Super Hockey League regular season against the Gananoque Islanders. A team that is full of potential and a rough and rowdy group that not only gets it done in the corners, but gets it done on the score sheet as well. Goaltending will be at a premium tonight because the shots are going to come fast and furious at one end. At one end of the ice, you've got Dallas Slack and his numbers throughout these playoffs, if I can find it quickly. 4-2-0 with a .336 goals against and an .895 save percentage. And at the other side of the ice, Alex Lepizera, 5-1, .337 goals against and a .900 save percentage. Unbelievable. And these two teams match up so well that their 4 games in the regular season went as follows. A 10-7 Smith Falls win with Tate Leeson scoring 4 goals and adding 3 assists. Just a second.
What goalies you guys signed? Who's playing for the goalies?
Alex Lepizera, and you guys have Dallas Slack.
Who's playing?
Alex Lepizera.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Who's back up there? Yes, back. Yeah. They have the game sheet up there. Here.
Went as follows. Smith Falls won 6-3, and Reed Russett had a goal and 2 assists. Tate Leeson had 2 goals and an assist, and Theo Todd had an assist, had a goal and an assist as well with Nathan Slack. And then the Gananoque Islanders, their second game was retribution, a 12-6 victory with Domingue having quite a whale of a night with 3 goals and 4 assists. Ben Blasco, a goal and 6 assists on the night. And Brett Costello, the captain of Smith Falls, even in the losing cause, had 5 assists. And that was back-to-back wins for Gan. 6-5 victory. Ben Blasco, 4 goals. Brown, 3 assists. Latimer and Polakowski both had 2 assists as well. And then the 10-7 win with Tate Leeson. 4 goals, 3 assists. Brett Costello, a goal and 5 assists. Devin Cobo and Dan Bennett with 2 goals and 3 assists each. But Adam Wayman with 2 goals and 2 assists for Gananoque added to the score sheet. And if there's one thing you hear from that, folks, you've at least got to score 6 goals to win. And this could be a high-octane goals, and more goals series. But, you know, things can change. These 2 goaltenders have been absolutely incredible throughout these playoffs and done a great job for the respective clubs. As I've said about Dallas Slack, he's got probably one of the best clubs in the entire Eastern Ontario Super Hockey League. And he's a great puck-playing goaltender as well, and his blocker is, it's not average. He's a terrific shape goalie. He reminds me, if you're going to attribute him to a National Hockey League goalie, of Ed Belfour, where he's positionally sound and he never looks to be shaken. He's always in the zone. And actually, if you see him there at center ice, I'll just take that real quick. He's right there at center, getting in the zone. Dallas Slack, number 33 for the Smith Falls Rideaus. At the other end of the ice, Alex Lapazera. He has been stellar in the playoffs. You can go back to it, yep. Has been stellar in the playoffs, getting the job done for Gananoque as they took on a feisty Westport Lumberjacks Hockey Club and were able to take them down. And in the last round, the Deserano Bulldogs, that'll be another part of my opening, all of this stuff to recap those series. But I'll tell you right now, those games were something else, folks. My goodness. And Gananoque, as they do, I mean, they have been to the finals 3 straight seasons. They lost back-to-back to North Dundas, and then last season, the 5th game, the 5-game series, coming up with a win over North Dundas to take home their first championship, and they're looking to book their ticket for the 4th straight time against North Dundas for the 4th straight time. Smith Falls is looking to counterpunch on that. All season long, this is what they've been thinking about. I'll be honest with you, if Deserano would have won that series against Gan, I think Smith Falls would have been a little bit disappointed because they want retribution against Gananoque. They want to beat a club that they felt like they could have beat last season, and they had all the tools to do it. The only guy they're missing into the lineup, as I said in the opening, is Andrew Sprague, who has an MCL strain, and he'll be gone, from what I understand, the entire playoffs. They could surprise, you know, the playoffs are going to go on for a while, so you never know, he may be back, but they're not expecting that to happen. Happened with Tasek as well. He's out in that big win over Frontenac in the first game of the playoffs for Smith Falls. He was hurt, 17 stitches to the chin, and they are not expecting him to return for the playoffs at all, and we're hoping for a speedy recovery for both those guys, and hopefully we'll be able to make it to the finals if Smith Falls is able to knock off Gananoque. So Gananoque, a team, as I've said, is an incredibly difficult team on home ice, and they'll look to puck drops at 5:30, Cheryl. 5:30, you betcha. Yeah, they're a little bit behind. The people that were here before, they were on a little longer than expected, but we'll get this underway shortly. And if you can see it, folks, like these 2 teams, they are geared up and they are ready to go. And James, you excited? What do you think of this series? What do you think is going to happen? Be a big one? He says, yeah, big nod. Man of 1,000 words, but he only uses a couple. It's great having him along for the ride. We enjoy doing it, folks, and you're going to enjoy this as well. I can guarantee you. The Rideau Canal, 1,000 islands do battle again in a series is fit for the ages. And it actually, I mean, throughout the playoffs in the OSHL, every story has been able to be told, written, wrote, and ended. Excuse me. With Gananoque and North Dundas finishing up their series last night, win for the Rockets. They've already booked their ticket to the finals, winning that series 3 straight. The big story going into that was Ryan Lau and Brett Gustafson coming into that series. Former North Dundas Rockets, back-to-back champions and back-to-back finals runners-up with the Rockets, moving over to Gananoque, who were a high-powered, high-octane club with Hayes and I'm blanking here, folks. Sear, who was at the top of the leaderboard for a lot of the season. You know, that was a huge story. Gustafson really, I could imagine, wanted you know, a couple of wins in that series and Lau to show, to make it a tighter series, but it just was not in the cards. And a team like North Dundas, with the brass they have and the coaching staff, amazing goaltending from Matt Jenkins. Shane there as well. He has been sparkling all season long. They were just too much, and that's what happens, folks. Is a team like North Dundas, polished organization, can even beat a high-powered squad like Gananoque, and they are sitting waiting for the winner of this series to see who they will face off. And we'll have that entire series as well. We'll be covering that. North Dundas, a little more difficult to go live, but we will definitely try. We actually were able to go there last year and go live. It was one of our, it's now our second highest broadcast at 2,700 viewers. But the series with Smith Falls and Madawaska Valley, that trumped that with I think we're at about 3,500 viewers. And you know, as this playoff goes along, we're hoping to get more and more fans exposed to the Eastern Ontario Super Hockey League to show everybody that the best hockey being played in the Eastern Ontario and little parts of Quebec, it's played right here in the EOSHL. So everybody in the chat, hit the like button, share it, so we can get this league and all these legends exposed to as many people as possible. We all love great hockey. Small town great hockey is something that, I mean, it just can't be measured. It's so great. There's 5,000 people in Gananoque from what I understand. I'll have to look that up actually, because I was doing a lot of research from, I would say midnight until about 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that was something that I found. I've seen, yeah, 5,383. So my point to that is 5,300 people live in Gananoque, and you know, they can get this arena 400, 500, 600, 700 people, something like that. It you know, it just shows how much passion that people have for this hockey club and for this league as well. And passion, determination, and legacy are 3 words that can be a terrible thing to go up against when your mere passion for hockey gets you to this level and this far. There can be at times no stopping you from the goals you've set for yourself. Determination, being so driven that injuries, pain, frustration, and heartbeat will not halt you in the path to the ultimate prize. And legacy, to cement yourself as the best team in the league amongst all these talented clubs. The Rideaus and the Islanders have all that and more going for them. So it's going to be like 2 immovable objects colliding for a star-studded 5-game series to determine who is the best in the West. And for us, the fans, we will get to see just how deep and passionate this rivalry has grown. 2 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the warm-up. We wanted to have the final game between Smith Falls and Madawaska Valley queued up for you for this game, but we'll have to wait until Tuesday to have that, as some technical difficulties erase that opportunity for us. And Tuesday, folks, that is the next game of this series. March 18th, mark it down on your calendars, from Smith Falls Memorial Center at 7:30. Saturday, March 22nd, again from Smith Falls. There'll be a 7:30 start as well. Sunday, March 23rd, Gananoque will host at 5:30. And if you notice that, folks, Gananoque has home ice advantage. if Smith Falls can win game 1 here on home ice, they could not come back to Gan again. And Gan will have lost home ice advantage by not being able to have their game booked before Smith Falls plays games 2 and 3. It's an interesting thing, and Smith Falls is not shy to great hockey and to putting on a great show on the road, not just at home. So, you know, it's going to be interesting, and we are going to have it all here for you next on EOSHL TV. First and second, actually, in the Lakes division are the Rideaus and Gananoque. The Rideaus going 15-4-1. Gananoque 13-7. And on home ice, Gananoque had a nice 6-4-0 record, 7-3-0 on the road. Both teams were great home and on the road. The Rideaus went 7-2-1 at home, and on the road they are 8-2-0. So as I said, they are no slouch when they are away from their home arena. And if they come out guns a-blazing like they did against Madawaska Valley, it'll be a sure test for these Gananoque Islanders, because every single game they come out in 5th gear. There was no gearing up. They were ready to go from the first puck drop, and that's something that's got to leak over into this West Conference Finals series as well. So it's all happening from the Lou here in Gananoque. Short period of time, we'll have you game 1 of the West Conference Finals between Gananoque and Smith Falls. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Justin, James, and myself are excited to bring it to you live on EOSHL TV. Don't go anywhere.
EOSHL TV is powered by M&L Electric.
The good thing is we have the shot clock here too.
The name Gananoque, first given to indigenous origin, but its roots are unclear. It's been written in 57 different variations, making it difficult to determine its meaning. Some possible meanings: the door to the Flint Mountain, rocks rising out of the water, and place of health. They all seem to fit this hockey club. The door to the ultimate prize is open as the pucks rise above the frozen waters in a place where winning brings health and happiness to the Thousand Islands, over and over again. Gananoque is getting used to winning, and this season is no different. They have climbed above more obstacles than they have islands in this beautiful small town. Losing their goalie, who helped them win the championship last season, losing their captain mid-season, and having two other star players ineligible for their playoff run, but that hasn't slowed them down one bit, as they knocked off the highly talented Westport Lumberjacks in round one and beat the Deserano Bulldogs, who were slated to possibly come out of the West as champions in round two. Gananoque looks to come out of the West in back-to-back seasons to face the seemingly invincible North Dundas Rockets in the finals once again, but this time to defend their championship instead of chase it. Standing in their way, the most potent offense in the entire EOSHL. A team that's captained by one of the best captains this league has to offer, and backstopped by one of the most confident and polished goalies in Dallas Slack. Not only that, they have redemption on their mind. Last season, these two clubs locked horns on this very same stage, and Smith Falls watched as the eventual champions moved on to the championship right in front of them. That feeling has stuck with Smith Falls Rideaus all season and has been the driving force behind them all year, delivering them to the best record in the West and giving them the will to hold off a Madawaska Valley opponent who gave them all they could handle. This season couldn't have worked out better for Smith Falls. To have such a powerful season where they showed a hunger every regular season game and of course throughout the playoffs, and now to have an opportunity to right what they felt was a wrong 12 months ago in a story that only this beautiful game of hockey can right. So here in the Garden of the Great Spirit, hockey will be played once more to settle a score, surrounded by 1,000 eyes and 1,000 islands, coupled with a canal of expectations. What could be better than this? Hello again, everyone, and I'm Billy Bowl again, your play-by-play guy, along with my trusted colleague, James Bowl and Justin Allery. James will have all the technical aspects you'll see this evening done to a T. Justin and his spectacular color commentating will lead us into a 60-minute hockey game that only can be seen, not talked about. Justin, what do you think tonight will bring?
Well, I think the Rideaus here need to be very disciplined, because one of the things they've struggled with is their penalty kill. As so far in these playoffs, they are 12 for 20 for a 60% efficiency on the penalty kill. Whereas on the other flip side of it, when they're on the power play, they need to be very careful, because Gananoque, they're extremely dangerous. They have 3 shorthanded goals in these playoffs, all scored by Blasco, Higgs, and Polakowski. And on top of that, their penalty kill is at 92.9%, 26 of 28 penalties killed. So they're very dangerous on those special teams. Now for Smith Falls, I'm going to say on the penalty kill, they're going to need to play the diamond. They're going to want to take away that cross-crease pass that the Islanders are very successful with.
Great stats, Justin, because that can be a huge contributing factor to these series, and guaranteed the coaches have passed that along to the playoffs after the whistle. No rough stuff. Don't get crazy. Let's send it down to ringside in just a moment for O Canada. Justin, I just want to say one real quick thing. The after the whistle stuff is going to kill either team.
Yes.
Because of those stats you just gave. You get into penalty trouble in a non-defensive battle. It just kills your drive.
Yeah, and Smith Falls has a power play of 5 of 29 for 17.2%. So they're kind of in the middle.
Right. Yeah. Power, high octane. And that could have been hurt a lot by Madawaska Valley in the last series because their defense was so great. They played a great all-hands-on-deck approach. But let's send it down to ringside, folks, for our beautiful O Canada. Here from the Lou in Gananoque in the Thousand Islands. Thanks for tuning in, folks. It's going to be a great battle. Redemption night for Smith Falls, or a repeat times, a four-time repeat for the Gananoque Islanders going to the finals. But could it be a back-to-back championship for Gananoque? Smith Falls is the only thing standing in their way from a fourth straight trip to meet their big-time cross-conference rivals, the North Dundas Rockets. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll be right back. O Canada next.
Your starting goaltenders for tonight's game for the Smith Falls Rideaus. You got Dallas Slack with a 4-2-0 record with a 3.36 goals against average and an 8.95 save percentage. For Gananoque, Alex LaPizarra. He's boasts a 5-1-0 record with a 3.37 goals against average and a 900 save percentage. Billy, all to you.
Identical goals against and save percentages, separated by .005% in the save percentage and by .01 in the goaltending department and the goals against average. This is it, folks. Game one of what will guarantee to be an epic showdown between two very deserving hockey clubs. You'll see it here on EOSHL TV, folks. Buckle in. The first draw, and this game is underway. And just to point out, a packed crowd here in Gananoque. Snapped on. Dallas Slack using the glove early, and that's something we're going to see a lot of. It's that snare of Dallas Slack.
There's a line to second. Now he's already out.
33 goals on the season for Tate Leeson, and throughout the playoffs, he's still pumping goals. We'll see if he can get her done for Smith Falls here in the early part of this one. Townsend in behind his own net. Michael McKenney there to support. He gets that pass. It's just out of his reach. Domingue, the pass in the zone to Blasco from Higgs. Just about created a quick scoring opportunity. And the captain now for the Gananoque Islanders gives it over to Leeson. Slot. McKenney! What a great save by LaPizarra early. Oh boy, you don't want him in the slot. And at the other end, it'll be Brett Costello wearing the C for his Smith Falls Rideaus. He's captained them for a long time and done an incredible job doing it.
Now, I know you mentioned that Tate Leeson has scored a lot of goals. He leads the EOSHL in the playoffs with 3 game-winning goals out of his team's 5 games that they've won. So that's an impact right there.
The biggest goal he scored was in game 1 when Smith Falls struggled on home ice and Madawaska Valley got out to a 3-1 lead, and they battled back to score 4 straight. He scored the game winner late in that one. And it was incredible. And the celebration was nice, too. Come right over to the boards and jump on the glass. It was fantastic. Dallas Slack steers his second shot of the game aside. And Smith Falls going into the zone, turning it over. Gananoque throws it back. Gananoque's a puck possession team. I was talking to a gentleman that really does a lot of work for Gananoque, saying that they've changed their tactics. They are more score from anywhere this season. And they try and get away from the rough stuff after the whistle and baiting teams into it as well, which will help them out here. As Spencer Cobalt, and on goal, the shot hits a stick, goes up and into the mesh. Because if they get a penalty, Smith Falls right in the middle of the pack, as Justin said prior to the game, in power play percentages, and that is not Smith Falls. It's being such a high-octane offensive hockey club. They are a team that should be right around that 25-30% like Gananoque. This could be the time they break out.
But it also goes to show you how strong their 5-on-5 play is as well.
Well, it's guys like Cobalt and Boisclair and Leeson, Russet that with their speed, it's difficult when it's even strength. That's chipped up. There's Keeley, who is not in Game 5. He gets roughed up there, and that pass goes right into the slot. And an opportunity here to put it right in the middle of the ice, but it goes around the point. Dixon throwing it around to the other side. And the Rideaus will set up now inside their own zone. Shovels that inside the zone there. Gananoque will get an opportunity here on the icing. 200 feet down to the other end of the ice. Just going to try and get the lineups from either side. I see someone's wearing number 61, but it is not on the score sheet for Gananoque. I don't know who it is. And there's Smith Falls as well.
Before I get in trouble here, I want to say hi to North Dundas Rockets superfan Kyler.
Kyler, good to see you, buddy.
And what's his son's name?
Jackson.
Jackson.
Wonderful
Hi, Jackson.
Kid. He is so awesome. He really, every time I see him, he brings a smile to my face. He loves the Rockets just as much as his father does. And seeing those pair at the rink all the time, both smiling like ear to ear, it's beautiful to see. Both with the Derek Froch jerseys, they just love that guy, and he has been incredible for the Rockets in the playoffs. So
he certainly has.
And over inside the zone and deep. Also a shout out to Noxie, Hurlburt, and the Hurlburt girls. That's from Rusty. He saw that's a pass into the top of the circle, back to Domingue, gives it right into the feet, backhand, drop pass, shoots, and it went up over the net, up and out of play. Rusty showed me the photo of him coming up the stairs to find out the goaltending matchups for tonight, and he really enjoyed that. So we wanted to make a shout out to Noxie and all the Hurlburt girls who are watching. I can imagine back in Smith Falls, I didn't get the actual location from where you are, but we're hoping you're enjoying the game.
Enjoy the game, party hard, and yeah, just keep on partying.
Yeah, that just run around the board. Yeah, Kyler's a lot of fun. Congratulations to the Rockets on, as I said earlier, beating Manitic and punching their ticket again to the finals. Just an incredible hockey club over there. Brass organization, top to bottom. Flipped off the glass, right through center. Comes into the, looks kind of dark in that end of the ice.
Yeah, it really does.
Throwing around the boards, Polkowski, two-way forward, 200-foot hockey player. Throwing it back to the point. Townsend throws it up over the net. That was a rocket. Bennett back into his own zone, who was key to the victory over Madawaska Valley that entire series. Did a great job there. He is, folks. Correction on your score sheet. Number 76, Andrew Sprague, is back in the lineup. Look for him as he has a short shift here. Look for him. Get his feet going and get warmed up for this game and become a huge factor for Smith Falls in this series. Two guys that Smith Falls did not have last year is this man right here, Tate Leeson, getting boarded into the wall by Brown, and number 91, Reed Russet. And they have been electrifying up front. Chance now turning, forehand shot, and he just missed the glove side there on Lapizera. And I think the net has come off the pegs.
I think the puck got stuck on the back of the net from the looks of it. Yep.
4 minutes, 4 seconds played here in the first period of this one. These two teams getting to know each other again. Hasn't been actually incredibly physical so far in this game, but that will look to pick up as the series rolls along. Draw to the right of Lapizera. Ooh, Leeson is always hungry for a goal. He just fanned on that one in a great scoring chance. Domingue took a spill as he was labeled up by Michael McKenney. Dowdall throwing it in behind the net. Lapizera there. He'll throw it around the boards off the glass. And Gananoque is out through center. Across that blue line. A sift pass over to Domingue. And the shot through. Redirect. They score! Gananoque on the board early on a rebound, and he stuffs it home. Gananoque in front of this hometown crowd gets them on the board first.
And it's the same three that have been putting up points like crazy. You got the Domingue, Higgs, and Blasco line. They've been just so electric in these playoffs. They have such great chemistry, and they're so dangerous on those cross-crease passes.
Well, Blasco with 3 goals, and you were saying 16 assists on the car ride here. He's leading the way in assists in the league. 16 assists in 7 games, averaging 2.7 points a game. Higgs with 9 goals and 5 assists. They have been just rocketing the goals in. All of them right around 3 points a game. An offside here for the Rideaus as Gananoque will scamper out through center. The pass cross ice to Domingue. Throwing it rink wide. Throwing it into the slot. A chance there. Witzel bring it back the other way. Long ice pass on goal. Oh, a shot just missing the far side by Devin Cobalt. Gann, the pass up. Blasco gets a stick on it to negate the icing. But there is Higgs, always dangerous into the corner. Coming out with it, can't convert on that one. That goes back to the point to Brown. The captain shot, broke his stick, and he dropped Brown to the ground. Devin Cobalt hits Witzel in the head. It's a notion of where it is. They board him against the wall, and the Rideaus come out with it.
Yeah, Brock Higgs with the goal. So he's still on a tear.
He can do it all. He can score. Last season in the playoffs, he was unbelievable. Scored more points in the playoffs than he did all season, and he was incredible in the regular season as well. Reed Russett tried to throw that into the slot. Blocked there. Boisclair hunting down the Islanders. They flip it in around him. Those pants by number 24. I got to find out who that is. They are something else. Holy Dinah.
Very burgundy.
yeah, they are going to be a focal point for me in this game. They're going to drive me nuts. 4 is Ty Carswell. In now. The pass of the slot. Scored! 2-0 early. Gananoque is one of those teams that roll with the punches. And if punches can be replaced with goals, that's their bread and butter. And Smith Falls is the same type of team. They can score one right after another. So could be a fire wagon hockey game like we saw in Game 5 in Madawaska Valley versus Smith Falls.
Yeah, give a lot of credit here to Mason Magnan here. He is a pest on the ice, but man, he knows how to generate plays and generate offense. So he knows how to get under his opponent's skin.
In behind his own net, Costello trying to hit Tate Leeson in a breakout pass. Am I in your way, son? No. And it goes 200 feet for an icing. Be brought back inside the Smith Falls zone. With Gananoque coming out to an early lead, it's going to be something that Smith Falls behind the 8 ball have to force the issue a little bit, and it's not exactly where they want to be in this one. The draw goes to the point. The shot through just missed the short side on that one. Back in through center, knocked down. Alkowski will get in, but they'll be in offside. They'll blow it dead.
Just a fun little story that I was chatting with Ange from Smith Falls, El Presidente, and she was telling me about Tate Leeson and his mom stopped watching him play hockey at a very young age because she didn't like his antics on the ice. So, you know, you and I, Billy, we talk a little bit about wrestling and heels and baby faces, and, well, let me put it this way. Tate Leeson is definitely a heel. Likes playing the villain.
Polkowski dumps that into the corner. Good hit there by Dowdall to try and turn that puck over. And they'll move it out. Looking for that long pass up. It will hit Tate Leeson's stick. He crosses that blue line, but he is under pressure. Tried to one-hand it out in front to Kyle Dowdall. But it comes out to center. Andrew Sprague, lightning fast wheels by this guy. Chips it in. He is the man right there to watch. He doesn't shoot a ton, but he can feed like there's nobody's business. It's great to see him back on the ice. One of my favorites in the entire league, I'll tell you. That's into Domingue. Talking about offense, and Dallas Slack makes a great save there on an incredible goal scorer for Gananoque, who's already netted 4 in 4 games in these playoffs. Well, we haven't had any penalties. Yet. Knock on wood. We love our 5-on-5 hockey, but these two teams, once they get going and get their feelers, the hits are going to start coming, and penalties are inevitable. Brown at the point, the shot. Slack finds it, and he gets the rebound as well and holds on for the faceoff. Dixon, Domingue, Brown, Blasco, and Higgs out on the ice. They just keep rolling. And every player that comes onto the ice for Gan is a goal scorer, so it's got to be tough for the Rideaus to try and come back in this one on the road as well.
You know, a fun fact is, Game 5, they were down 3-1 to the Madawaska Valley Wolves, and they came back to win that game.
Looking back to the point, he'll wait, walk out himself. Tried to bring Gan away from the slot, and that pass goes all the way back down into the Smith Falls zone. Townsend behind his net, gets his leg out to block the stick check there by Domingue. Flips it into the zone, and behind the net goes Cobalt. Spencer Cobalt, out of the 5 games, I would say, he was easily the best player on the ice, at least for Smith Falls, even though Witzel and Boisclair, all of them, Costello, they played incredible games, but Spencer Cobalt, just every time on the ice, he seems like he's making something happen. Chipped in behind the defenseman, Beasley. Blasco, that's not Blasco, that looks like Harris into the corner. Donovan, he's knocked along the wall. The puck comes loose into the corner. Trying to move it along the wall. Second effort works there by McKinney. The shot through, and Dallas Slack will find that easily. And you hear the crowd clapping. That's a lot of Smith Falls hands right there.
Very lucky there wasn't a penalty called in the corner there. There was a lot of some cross checks and slashes going on, so maybe the refs are going to let them play.
Gotta love that. I did see that indeed, and nice to see them letting them play. 2 great refs, 2 great officials out on that ice tonight. Game 1 of the Eastern Ontario Super Hockey League West Conference Finals. Trying to get it back to the point. They will. Got crossed up a bit, but they still retain that puck. Again behind the net. Trying to throw it out to the slot. Andrew McKinney will throw it out through center. Puts it in front of Reed Russett. He knows his speed. Looks to get a shot on. Hits a leg. Protecting that goaltender every step of the way are Gananoque. Boarded against the wall, but they're back in. The shot by Donovan. The rebound's there, and he fired it up over the net. They got Slack going down. The forecheck there is real by Mangan. Out through center and knocked in there by Nathan Slack. He had an incredible big goal looking into the slot in Game 5 versus Madawaska Valley. Got them on the score sheet and shook the Wolves, and that ended up getting them the W in the long run. Russett, the give and go, toe drag, and he just couldn't complete the play. You hear the hollering from the bench. They got a 2-on-1 now because of it. Steven, the recipient, the score again! It's a 3-0 lead for the Island.
Dallas Slack right now is feeling like he's all alone on this island right now, being down 3-0.
100%, nothing he can do on any of these goals. He's got a great glove, but I got to be honest, some you just can't be expected to save.
Rideaus right now are going to want to tighten up defensively in front of that net to try and take away those cross-crease passes and all those odd man rushes coming down the other
One more goal and a timeout?
I would, yeah. Maybe
Sorry,
I would have
son.
called one right now.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Gananoque's really pressing the issue. 10-3, the shots on goal in favor of Gan right now, and the Rideaus have not been able to get any sustainable pressure inside the Islanders' zone. Pass cross ice. Bennett looks to shoot it. LaPazzera, cat-like reflexes, stands tall on that one. Going back to the blue line. 4 Islanders over there to protect that play. Smart play by Harris. Off the glass and down the ice.
And the thing about the Islanders is they're not they're not the quickest team defensively on the back end, but they just suffocate you in their own end. They take away your lanes. They play the body really well along the boards. They don't give you very much room.
Oh. I think it might have went out of play. There'll be a draw inside the zone. Yep. 9:11 remaining here in the first period, even with 3 goals. That clock's ticking quite quickly. Brock Higgs back out there. Looks like that's Wiley as well. Jack Wiley, terrific defenseman for the Islanders. Higgs is a great face-off guy, and he won that smartly, but it's given, almost given up to Salter in behind the net. Boards his man along the wall, and that's what they got to get going, is that physical play against Gananoque. Higgs hit against the wall by Sprague. Sprague, I can almost guarantee, will have limited ice time tonight. Short shifts, but he gets the rough stuff going. He's not a big guy either, but he likes to throw the weight around when he can. Nice play there to move it up. Salter, the drop pass. They give and go. No, he'll get around the man, though. Trying to get in, Van Stralen, and he just couldn't complete it on that. Behind the net, Lapizera's line changes will commence. They'll take their time in behind. Lapizera being harassed there by Andrew Sprague, and he's going to need a line change indeed. Devin Cobalt. And they're wasting some time here, trying to get all set up. They got 2 Islanders at the red line, and they hit one of them. Shovels it across ice to Domingue, but it's picked off there by Spencer Cobalt. Costello. Cobalt through the neutral zone. Look at the wheels on this guy. Trying to get something going for his guys. The shot on Lapizera. It's a great save there. And you were saying, Justin, Lapizera has been incredible in these playoffs.
Yeah, the game I saw him play against the Deserano Bulldogs, he stole the show. Very quick on his feet. Just made some spectacular highlight reel saves, and he just is very confident and calm in that net.
That's what you need, is calm. Dallas Slack, another calm goaltender. But when you got calm at both ends of the ice and a snare by Lapizera, every single time that happens, it just drops you that a little bit more and more. How do we beat this guy?
And I know there was a lot of question marks with Gananoque this season after Jake Comment was pretty much placed on IR for his knee. And, there's a lot of question marks in this season in regards to what the Islanders were going to do in the goaltending situation. They brought in John Gilmer. They traded him back to South Grenville Rangers, and Lapizera has been fantastic. They have Dean Couvreau as a backup. I know Dean from my time in Frontenac. He faced a lot of shots, so I think their goaltending question has been answered.
Chance for the Rideaus from the audience here. Nice slip move there by Cobalt. They are not giving up on this team. They know their offense. Devin Cobalt in behind the net trying to walk him, and he was hit. And that was a little bit late, and that is where it starts, folks. A little bit of rough stuff, and Devin looks to be in some discomfort in behind the net, and yet 2 minutes are coming. It's either roughing or something, but that was a little bit late on that one.
Looks like it's Mason Magnan. It's getting the penalty here. He's definitely he's a villain most nights.
Well, that right there is it's gonna ramp this game up just one more decibel. Let me tell you right there. And Smith Falls right here looking to get the power play rolling early in this series, and show again you can't take penalties against us.
He's up and he's okay. It's still a dangerous play nonetheless.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was just along the borderline. He let the pass go. I actually saw him because I thought it was going to go back to him again. He watched the pass for a second, then looked, and it was, seemed like just that extra half a second too long, and he got filled in, and hopefully he's all right. He's on the bench there, getting some help from Pat Donahue, one of the best in the world in hockey as a trainer. He does a great job over there, and actually became Facebook friends with him just a couple days ago. Very proud moment when that happens, I'll tell you, when one of the guys accepted. It's fantastic. Get to yak and talk with them and get some inside scoops on the game, and they are pumped for this one, let me tell you that. Draw to the left of Lapizera. They're not messing around on the draws. Higgs, as they know, a great center, but Blasco can get it done as well. They'll switch again. It's going to be Dixon. Why do they do that? That's the second time I've seen that in the playoffs where they...
Why is a defenseman taking the draw?
Yeah, they did that in Madawaska Valley where they've had a different player, not a winger. He went in and then he was told to get out, and they had a defenseman come in and do the draw. Maybe that's a rule. I don't know. I've never heard of it. You would know better than me.
Hey, you'd be surprised. I don't think so.
Yeah. We hope you're enjoying it. Glad you're all along for the ride. And they're kicking out Smith Falls. The fans are hollering, drop the puck, but they want to make it fair for both sides, which is great.
So I understand here is that you had Higgs go in, and then they kick him out. They kick out Blasco, and then Dixon goes in. From my understanding, that should be a delay of game, should it not?
I would think so. Bennett at the point, and this is good with a screen in front. The Pizzera can't, big roar from the crowd. Brown, giving him a once over in the slot there. Tate Leeson back to the point. Townsend, the shot through. La Pizzera through the body of Kyle Dowdall and still makes the great save on that one. A lot of support all around for these teams in the chat. Keep her going, folks. Let's see who can come out on top, even in the chat, before this game's over.
You see Tate Leeson and Graham Brown are just having a little battle there.
One-timer from the top of the circle, the rebound opportunity stopped by La Pizzera. Pass over from Townsend. Leeson, the drop pass. Bennett down low to the slot, just out of his reach. That's a hooking right up in the hands. It is 2 minutes guaranteed. Around him is Higgs turning into the corner. He'll try and work some of this penalty, and the Rideaus will touch it, and it'll be a penalty. The Leeson and Brown in the slot there. Brown gave him a really good cross check in the slot, and I don't think Leeson liked it too much, and they're going to have quite a battle for this 5-game series. I can guarantee you that. Up in the hands, it's always going to be called, and especially right in the mid-ice area when they're trying to break out of the zone. There's only one thing that the referees are looking at, and that's the puck. Draw to the right of Dallas Slack. There was Witzel early on that one. His stick knocked out of his hands. He can't keep it in. Domingue. Pass back. Gananoque through the zone. 4-on-4 hockey here for 50 seconds. Shot. Dallas Slack. Steady. Great save there.
Domingue is so dangerous when he's on the ice, and you give him that open ice. He will make something out of nothing.
Big time.
He's so dangerous coming down that wing, and he's just got a rifle of a shot.
Great speed, great eyes, and a wicked shot's lethal and he touches the puck a lot.
He really does, and he just makes everybody around him better.
Yes, sir. Point chance now through a screen. He'll backpedal. Wiley gets the open lane, but he can't get it through. Throwing it into the corner for Domingue. Back to the point. In behind the net, and Costello there. Pick it up. Throw it back behind the net, and they'll restart. 35 seconds remaining. And we'll be on a power play for Gananoque for just under a minute. Drop pass to the captain. Back down to Witzel, the wrap. Scored! The give again, and tip it home in the blue paint. Oh, baby, what a goal that one was. The captain leading the way and gets his Rideaus on the score sheet before they go to the penalty kill.
That is great timing, because when you're right now, hey, it's 3-1 right now. And they're going to be going in to be killing a penalty really soon, and they got to really tighten up very soon.
Big time.
Good timing for the Rideaus to get on the board.
4-on-4, even strength. Smith Falls, very lethal hockey club in that category. And get it done on the power play as well, and see what they can do on the penalty kill against a Gananoque team that's not messing around. But Gan's only going to have about 50 seconds. Maybe 48, I can't see
52 seconds or so.
Pass over from Latimer to Domingue. The blue line. And in. Looking to the slot, and he'll get Polakowski, but Slack is there to stymie that one. Leclerc. Dump it in around the net, and Townsend is in there quick, and La Pizzera saw him just at the last second. And Graham Brown is giving the Rideaus everything they can handle defensively. 36 seconds remaining in the power play, 5 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the period. And the first of many to come here in this great West Conference final. Cobo. Scrum draw, back, the shot just goes wide. Spencer Cobalt in the corner, he's bodied off the puck. Not only can he shoot, pass, and score, but he can play great D. Cobalt, great save by La Pizzera, and it's gobbled up in front of that net. Blasco out through center. Then Blasco looking into the side area here into the corner. Higgs taking a hard ride, and he goes down. The happiness of this Smith Falls crowd. The shot, and a great save by Dallas Slack. He's got to get over for the rebound. He does. We're back to five-a-side hockey. It's outside the zone, and Brown will dump it in. Dallas Slack can't handle it. He almost went after that one. Great puck playing goalie for the Rideaus. Out through center, Flaro zone, Andrew McKenney. He'll throw it across ice to Reed Russett. In behind the net it goes. Quick opportunity here to get it out for Gann, but they can't. Now they will with Polkowski, the 200-foot player. Genius. Up and down the ice. That's going to go 200 feet for a delayed icing, and they are not going to like that. But it's going to go all the way down of a face-off inside the Smith Falls zone. Number 61 is Jake Pullen. I now find his name on there.
The goal scored by Brett Costello, assist by Witzel. So the two of the three State Street line connected on that goal for Smith Falls.
You can hear the boos on one side, you hear the cheers on the other. It's fantastic. Go, well, a couple cuss words there. Wish we had a delay. We could mute that for you, folks, but that's hockey.
Hey, if there was a delay, it wouldn't be as fun.
That's so true. So true. There's a clip. Wow.
Rob Ray where he gets hit in the chin,
Yes.
and you hear him drop an F-bomb.
100%. Adds to the program. That's to the top of the circle. Wiley ripped a shot. Slack will steer that aside and give it over to Russell. He'll throw it to McKenney, and it gets outside the zone. Warren Marcotte will throw that back. Wiley, he'll go rink wide. That's picked up by Steven. He has a quiet player that goes about his game in a great way. Two bodies, and he kept on trucking for Pullen. The point now, the shot through, the redirect, and the chance. Oh, what a save by Slack. Can you believe it? The second effort, and it keeps it at a 3-1 lead. Just out of the coffers there, Sprague, and if it's unable to be caught by Sprague, nobody's getting to that one.
What a save. And
wow.
Just goes to show you that there's absolutely no quit in Dallas Slack's game. He's been unreal. Every time I watch him play, he's just a highlight reel package.
10-bell salute of number 33. Hopefully somebody lets the ref know that Slack's helmet is sitting on top of the cage. We had a problem like that actually in the last series where goalies were not ready and they dropped it anyways. 3:22 remaining here in the first period of a 3-1 Smith Falls deficit. Again, they've actually started coming around the shots. Gann leading in the shots, 15-10. The draws one back to the top of the circle with a point. The shot through, redirected 3 times, but it was a high stick, and the referees caught it. They'll bring it outside the line. Great to be on Gananoque here. Pleasure doing it. We hope you're having a good time at home, watching it from the comfort of your own couch. It's a great crowd here. Both sides have brought their fans out. Massive numbers. That face-off, see, Higgs was not ready for it. And the Rideaus, the recipient of that one, Townsend, the neutral zone, faked out Higgs, dumps it into the corner, and there's Kyle Dowdall going after Dixon. Dixon going down. Brown flipped it up. Leeson on the half wall, can't contain that puck. Townsend just about turn that over. It does. An opportunity into the slot. Townsend will move it up. Leeson, the pass to Michael McKenney. He might just shoot it. No, it's over to Leeson, into his feet, chip back down the ice, and it could be a 2-on-1. No way. Kyle Dowdall will flip it up into the Gananoque bench, and Dixon drilling him into the boards. Would have been an interference. No, it's not an interference. It could be after the whistle, but either way, have a face-off just in front of the Gann bench. 2:37 to go in the first. Coming out now, Spencer Cobalt and Witzel. Costello, Beasley. It looks like Devin Cobalt on the right side. This is an incredible line for the Rideaus. Counter punch that with great Islanders of their own. Beasley coming out with it. looking for an opening, but Gan's got every one of them covered. They'll flip that into the zone, and Marcotte ripped it around the boards. Cut off there, looking into the slot. Chance, and it's blocked in front of that net. Out the other way it comes to Pullen. Pullen, the drop pass. Marcotte shots deflected and chipped up to the blue line and out. Spencer Cobalt. The pass across to Witzel. He'll shoot that. LaPizarra lost it for a half a second. Quick reflexes, kicks that one aside. Cobalt to the point. They'll get it set up. Costello. Shot through a screen, and LaPizarra finds it, kicks it out again. Behind the net is Devon to the slot. He can't get it to work. Spencer Cobalt was creeping in. Pullen flipped to the blue line, and he just couldn't keep it in. They're back the other way. Mangan throwing it in behind the net. A minute 30 left here in the first. Slack over to Costello. They'll move it out gingerly. Through center now, long ice pass for Dowdall. Dropped Andrew Sprague. He just had a puck roll off his stick. Flip through center. Steven, an open ice hit by Bennett. That caught him flush, and he's down. Pass to the blue line. The pass over to Leeson. Leeson is in. And Steven is down, and they're going to blow the whistle. That was a clean hit, and a good one there. At the blue line, Steven with his head down, and he caught him.
Yeah, and because it was just an open ice hit. There was no, it wasn't anything that was a penalty. So that's why the play continued on.
Yes,
until the Islanders regained possession. But good thing to see him back on his feet.
Steven, hopefully he's all right. They want a penalty, but again, like we were saying, it was open ice hit. When you're cutting across center, as Cherry used to always say, don't get yourselves in the trolley tracks. That's where you get yourself into trouble. And you can really get hurt by that, let me tell you, if your head's down, cutting across that blue line.
Well, they had that movie called Keep Your Head Up, Kid, the Don Cherry story.
Left of LaPizarra, Dowdall, Sprague, Townsend. I'll tell you, Leeson and Brown are not enjoying each other's company. They are really ready to do battle for this whole series. This first period, they're not even letting each other get to know each other again. They're going at it right from the get-go.
They'll know what they had for breakfast.
The minute mark is coming up for the first. It's flipped out through center. Can't settle it down. A good hit by Leeson there to rough him off the puck. Townsend. Sprague cross ice to Dowdall. They break through the seam. The shot, and he just missed the short side. The half wall flipped down the ice. No icing. 40 seconds remaining. David Bennett, his own zone. We'll wait to get everybody set up. Long ice pass to Townsend. Cross that blue line and in. Shot. A stop at LaPizarra at the top of the stick there. Drilled against the wall. Gan will move it out with 20 seconds remaining. Maybe one more chance here. Across the line. What a play by Sprague. He's all alone. He doesn't see McKenney to his right. Across the blue line. Keeping control. LaPizarra stops that one, and he'll hold on for the whistle. Graham Brown is in quite a bad mood today.
Yeah, he's like a transport truck out there. He's hitting absolutely anything and everything.
Absolutely he is. Behind the scenes there, another scrum fest coming out of Gan's zone.
Bulldozer is the word I was looking for. Just likes to clear out the area. Just want to give a little shout out here to my son, Logan Allery, who's watching from home. I'm glad he's not on his tablet right now, hopefully.
Well, I listened to his dad kill it here on color commentary big time. And watching a great epic game with 6.3 remaining in the first. The scrum face-off goes to Spencer Cobalt. That shot goes up and into the mesh. And we'll have one more draw before the end of the period.
Draw one by Gananoque. And Graham Brown just picks it up, and the buzzer goes. At the end of 20 minutes of play, the Gananoque Islanders lead the Smith Falls Rideaus by a score of 3-1. Shots on goal through 20 the Gananoque Islanders lead that category 16-13.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with more EOSHL hockey on EOSHL TV in round 1 of the West Finals between Smith Falls and Gananoque. Well, 20 minutes down, and one guaranteed thing is this series is full of everything. Gananoque come out flying with 3 straight goals in that first period. Brock Higgs from Ben Blasco and Kevin Domingue got them off and running early on in the first period. Jake Pullen from Mason Mangan and Sean Dixon got them out to a 2-0 lead. Justin Stevens from Ryan Polakowski and Jack Wiley gave him a 3-0 lead. Smith Falls, Brett Costello from Eric Witzel and Ben Beasley gave Smith Falls some life coming out of that first period to make it 3-1. Only 2 penalties called in that frame. The shots on goal lead for Gananoque 16-12. And a really great back and forth battle between 2 high quality hockey clubs, and we are happy to have you along for the ride for this one. Let me see here in the chat if I can find. Hey Jaden, good to see you, buddy. I'll check and see Lady Lanark to see if Devin's back. No, it's just Tyler, the winner of the league champ in the next round. It finishes right there, and they just go home with the big prize after that. Thank you, Kyler. Love you back, buddy. Cheryl as well, always super fan. Good to see you. Indeed, Trev, good to see you again, my man. Glad you're enjoying it. Lots of Rideaus, lots of Islander faithful. The new captain is Graham Brown, Colby. Is the new captain, number 8 for Gananoque. And for Smith Falls, as always, Brett Costello getting the Rideaus on the score sheet in the early part, or the late part actually, of the first period after Gananoque come out with 3 straight early on. And Smith Falls is not a team that'll lie down at any moment. They're a counterpunch hockey club. And this second period, they're a team that comes out of the gate fast. And in this one, it may have just taken them a little while to get going. And Dallas Slack coming out, leading the charge for the Rideaus at one side. Switch ends, which again, for people that don't know, new to the game or whatnot, the second period is always the most difficult for both teams, as you've got to get that long line change in. So short shifts will be on the table for this period for both sides. You don't want to get caught in your own zone with just battery acid in the veins. You want to have your fresh legs out at all times. Well, that's a good guy. When you grow up, you want to be like Costi, indeed, my man. Myrtle Beach, Gord Schultz. Where are you from there, too, folks? Fire that into the chat. We always love looking down and seeing people from Great Britain and Florida and all across this beautiful earth.
Montreal, Quebec for yours truly.
Pardon?
Montreal, Quebec from yours truly.
Yeah, they're from everywhere. The best hockey in Eastern Ontario and a little bit into Quebec. This game has to offer. It's being played in the Eastern Ontario Super Hockey League. On the ice, Sprague, Dowdall. There's Tate Leeson, Townsend, Bennett. On the other side is Blasco, Higgs, Domingue, Brown. On the other side is Dixon. Across the blue line, Blasco will chip it along the half wall, and Bennett will be there to receive it. Sorry, James. Out through center, Tate Leeson. Lethal goal scorer, drop pass to McKinney, or Bennett, the drop pass, and they're pinching in, so it's a 3-on-1 for Gann. Higgs shoots, and a great glove save by Dallas Slack, robbing him far side. Oh my word, what a save that one was.
Just love a little swag after he just kind of just tossed the puck out like, yeah, I got that one.
The old windmill and send her back where it came. He is dialed in. Start this second period.
to the right of Slack. The draw. Scrummed along the half wall. Bennett bodies his man. Polakowski gets it back to the point to Brown. Brown along the half wall. Throwing it back to Brown. D-to-D pass. They got him inside the zone now. Brown looking for a lane. Polakowski to Higgs. Looking back to the point. Throwing it back down low. Gananoque working him. Throwing it short side. Stopped by Slack. They score! It trickled out. Nobody saw it but Polakowski. And it's 4-1 Gan.
And this is exactly what the Rideaus do not want happening. They do not want to be shorthanded, and this is a prime example that Gananoque is just too strong in the net presence of Dallas Slack's crease there. He's very dangerous there. And Dallas Slack looked like he thought he had it in his glove. It looked like he was trying to freeze the puck, but it looked like it squeezed out, and Gananoque capitalized.
Chipped along the wall. Both kobolds are out there now. Just as a question in the chat, he is good to go. Penalty coming to Gan for cross-checking. I think it's going to Polakowski. That'll be shorthanded. Smith Falls will have a chance here to get back within two.
Looks like it's Justin Stephen going to the...
It's Justin Stephen. Be to the right of Lepizzera. Shots on goal right now, 18-13 in favor of Gananoque. Gotta love that scoreboard with the shots on it. Beautiful. Sprague against Harris. It's one back behind the net. Lepizzera giving it over to Wiley. Wiley, the pass over, and they'll nicely play that down the ice. Down the Slack, will come out and leave it for Townsend. Gives him a bit of room. Townsend, Dowdall. Through center. Trying to get in and set up. Played by Dowdall. They'll get it back to the point. It's chipped out through center. Kill some more of this penalty for the Islanders. Townsend backpedaling, and Polakowski having him in for a second. Throw it over to Bennett. Bennett cleared off the glass and around the boards. Back to the blue line. Townsend on the half wall. Goes into the corner. Rings it around the boards to the point to Bennett. A 4-minute double minor. 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the power play. Sprague to the point to Bennett. Bennett over to Townsend. Looking for a shot through a screen. He missed the net. Rings around the boards and all the way out through center. Bennett in his own zone. Off the boards. Wiley will drill that back down into the corner. The Rideaus will have to regroup. Slack, backhand to Spencer Cobalt through center with wheels. Drop pass to Tate Leeson. Back to the point. Costello. The shot. He put it up over the net. Leeson straddles the blue line. Shoots it through, and it's a stop. The rebound was set there for a second. Gananoque finds it quickly. They'll throw it out and down the ice. 2:18 to go. The double minor. Spencer Cobalt around a man, and a huge hit by Graham Brown. That gets this crowd going to the blue line and out. Got 2 minutes left. Can score one on the power play here. Costello through center. A chip pass. Cobalt. Good defensive play there by Brown to protect himself from the oncoming forecheck. Costello pass over to shot by McKinney. Steered aside by Lepizzera. Down into the corner. Looking to walk out with it. Pass the other side, and Lepizzera again. What an incredible save that was. Thought he was going around to the other side. Come back the other way, and he was there to stymie that one. It's down. Might have hit him just under the belly pad or something. No sting.
He's got to skate it off a little bit. Those stingers may have got right underneath that chest protector, like you were saying. I'm gonna say Graham Brown here. He's been a bulldozer in this game, just hitting everything and clearing everything out in his way.
1 minute, 38 seconds remaining in this power play, and Smith Falls would love to get one here. Straight back. Sprague Gets it down the corner. Leeson over Sprague. Back to Leeson. That's to the dot. Costello, the pass. One too many. Great defensive play by Gann. Shoveling it in behind the net. Dowdall throwing it around to Leeson. Turning in the corner. Back to the dot. Sprague. He'll shoot that one. Lapizzera is there and up to the challenge. And he'll stop that one too. 1 minute remaining here in the power play for Smith Falls. Cross the line. Leeson can't get through. Costello looking to get around the net here. Get it back to the point and set it up again. Backhand pass to Sprague. Snap a shot. A wide shot. Run around the boards and out. Townsend. Leeson to Townsend. Shot it. Deflected wide of the net. And that's out. And there's a chance now on a 2-on-1. Domingue gathers the puck. He's lethal. The shot. Dallas Slack stops that one. Bennett looks up to 23 seconds remaining in their power play. Spencer, Cobalt, the pass over to Devon. He gets in, trying to drop it back to Spencer. That's turned over, ripped off the glass and down the ice. Great penalty kill for Gananoque. This is going to be a momentum kill for the green and silver. Witzel in across the blue line. Looking into the slot. He'll go back to the point. It's Bennett getting just in time. Waited too long and he was stick checked. The shots are either coming late or they're wide of the net for Smith Falls. Is this one the read? No way, Jose! Do you believe it? Dallas Slack comes across and makes a 10-bell save to keep his guys within striking distance. Holy Dinah.
Wow. Dallas.
He's got the biggest glove in the league.
Is that regulatory size glove? I don't know.
Wow.
No, he's just that good. His glove is one of, if not the best in the entire league.
Higgs looking into the slot. And Russett's there to make that play to the blue line. Gann setting up. Domingue down low. Their passing is incredible, but Slack is up to the challenge. The slot redirected wide. Gananoque so lethal when they get that puck into the offensive zone, and Keeley got tangled up in the goal net and knocked that off. They wanted a penalty for delay of game, but he was expecting the puck to come around the boards, and just he changed course. It wasn't in time.
I think
the pegs off.
I think he tripped on the ice or something, or may got a rut. I'm not sure what happened there, but it was very awkward.
Definitely don't rightly think it was intentional.
No. I mean, Gananoque faithful here know a thing or two about a goaltender knocking a peg off.
Yes, indeed.
Sorry, Jake.
Old Jake, come in. He was the catalyst for that, let me tell you. He could do that with best of anybody. Back, Domingue, the shot. Just missed that one short side. Justin Salter, that pass connects to Boisclair. He'll chip it in behind the net. And out comes Lapizzera. He'll leave that for Wiley. He just eludes Van Stralen. Salter hits his man along the wall. Gann, crisp, strong passes. Hard to beat. Pass through center. Connects to Domingue. Always dangerous stick handling through 4 Rideaus. Unbelievable. And Stralen now, he'll try and get around Marcotte, and he will. Tapping for the drop. Pass across, scored! Beasley with a beautiful pass and a strong play by Van Stralen has got the Rideaus cutting the lead in half. It's 4-2 Gann.
Beautiful setup there and a beautiful finish by Beasley.
So I guess the game plan must be get the puck into the blue paint and tap it in. That's 2 for the Rideaus, where it was just right in the goal crease and they slam it home. Van Stralen fighting off Marcotte that whole way to get inside the zone. And the recipient there,
Another State Street player that gets on the score sheet. And Brett Costello with another assist.
Lapizzera will stop that one. He'll move it along.
The blue line, and it's an offside, and they'll have it just outside the blue line. Wow, what a game. Gananoque comes out with a quick goal. Rideaus respond. And we still got 13:05 to play in the second period. They'll do it again in 2 short days, Tuesday night. Smith Falls. And I was saying in the opening, Justin, Gan has the home ice advantage, but Smith Falls wins this game, and we might not see another game back here in Gananoque if Smith Falls can win their 2 games back-to-back on home ice, and that will take away Gananoque's home ice advantage. Scheduling can be a deciding factor sometimes. Dowdall kicks it into the corner around Wiley. Wiley bodied against the wall there, and the puck squirts out to Brown. The captain again, he'll snap that in off the glass. Around to the other side, and Leeson shoved into the wall. Played back to the point to Wiley. Over to the forehand. Bouncing puck into the slot. It's knocked away to Bennett. Bennett stops up. He'll wait for his guys to get open, and there's Sprague. He is open. Trying to go around Wiley, but he was too strong on that one. That is not going to be called an icing, guaranteed. Dallas Slack leaves it for Nathan Slack off the boards, and they'll move out with it. Dowdall ripped it on, and Lapizzera well outside the blue paint. It's a great save on that one. 12:08 remaining here in the second. 4-2 lead for Gananoque. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Draw back to the blue line. That shot hits a stick. Knocked down by Polkowski. Cobalt can't settle that down. That puck hits Blasco. 2 Islanders behind enemy lines. That shot stopped by Slack into the crease. A great play by Spencer Cobalt to move it away from the danger area. Witzel gets around a man. Moves it off the boards. Cobalt couldn't receive that pass, and Gananoque will turn it back up ice. Polkowski across the blue line. That pass over to Domingue into the slot. Chance for Higgs. Scored! The backhand finds Twine again. And the Islanders get out to a 3-goal lead once again. Unbelievable.
And who other than Brock Higgs?
Oh yeah. Can find any loose puck and bury it. You know, 292s for either side. Lethal offensively in Leeson and Higgs. And Brock Higgs is really shining again. 9 goals coming into this game. Playoffs is where that guy seems to shine. Always has a great regular season, but this is where it really counts. He's come into his own here in Gananoque. Michael McKenney shoves it in behind the net. It's taken away there by Harris to Steven. Long ice pass up to the tape. Pullen throwing it into the mid-ice. It's a chance there again, and Dallas Slack had to scamper and make a great save on that one.
And that glove's the size as Texas today.
Oh yeah, big time.
I can tell you right now, Dallas is not happy.
No, he's getting beat on rebounds and second efforts by Gananoque. It's tough for a goalie when you're getting beat on shots that are going through you. You know, it's one of those things where you're going, I'm going to have a rough game. I got to try and battle through these. He's making the first save. He's making highlight reel saves, but some of these scoring chances, there isn't anything he can do about them after making the first save.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes unfortunately you just have to battle through those types of plays that happen in front of your net.
The point just no, it's not. Just come outside the zone on Wiley. Rideaus move it out of their own zone, try and get themselves a goal here. Just getting up to the mid part of this game. 10:49 to go here in the second period. High octane, high offense. Could be a high scoring series. If you're not on your defensive game, these two teams, one of them is going to bite you. Right now it's Gan getting out to that 5-2 lead early. Drill along the wall. Gan controlling the zone. The Rideaus get it out to center. Pass over to Van Stralen. Trying to protect the puck, but Brown is too tough on that one. Salter is Brown. A couple of rubs along the wall. Across the line into the corner. Gananoque, the backhand pass. Need to complete this into the corner, and he can't. Muck play now. One out by Boisclair. Through center now, Townsend. Across the blue line, the shot. LaPizzera is on his game tonight.
He's got a quick glove as well. And one thing I just gotta note here, both goaltenders, not very good big goaltenders, but those gloves are always active, and it's always gonna be a challenge to beat any of them up high.
Get out of that blue paint. Make yourself a little bigger when you're a small goalie. Me and you know that definitely.
I most certainly do.
Yes, sir. That's to the blue line and out the center. Out all to Leeson. Leeson trying to just put that on net. He'll get it around the net and throw it at LaPizzera, trying to bank it off him. Something they tried to do against Madawaska Valley in that 5-game series. The point, the shot through, goes in behind the net. Leeson will get there first. The backhand pass into the corner. Beasley try and walk that in and around the wall and get something going for the Rideaus. Gananoque just too strong, and they've got a 2-on-1 again. Higgs, the pass over, great defensive play by the captain. Sprague, drop, Cobalt, the wraparound, and it's a great play there on Sprague. He's sneaky, but Gananoque stood tall on that one. Higgs across the blue line. He'll look to the shot, and Dallas Slack there gets the blocker up and makes a nice save on that one. Off the wall, Cobalt. Devin Cobalt through center and the zone. Backhand pass to Spencer Cobalt. He was wide open. Chips that along the boards here, spinning out to the dot, throwing it back down low to Spencer Cobalt, but I think these guys are gassed. A line change coming as Gann comes out of the zone. Ripped it around the boards by Graham Brown. Frustration maybe setting in for the Rideaus as a few guys now slam their sticks going to the bench. Things just not working out in round one. Just over halfway point of this game here from the Lou in Gananoque.
And another notable storyline here is the Rideaus have been not really great on the road in the playoffs. They have their only win, which came against the Frontenac Phantoms in round number 1. All their wins have come at home at the Smith Falls Memorial Center.
0-2. And that was something that was thought to have plagued Madawaska Valley, but they come up with a huge Game 3 win against Tweed on their home ice and look to do the same thing against Smith Falls, but just fell short. Great epic battle that was. Point chance, and Brown will shoot it through the redirect, the save, and again, opportunity for Gann on a rebound, wide open. Just couldn't complete it. Dallas Slack, as a goalie is meant to do, make the first save, and the team will clear up the rebound. Graham Brown takes McKenney out of the play, and Wiley through center, across that line, shoots it and knocks the stick out of McKenney's hand. Wiley still pressing in the zone, and they'll hold it against the post. No, it's free. Michael McKenney. This pass to Reed Russett. Russett over to McKenney. Toe drag. Chance! Stop by LaPizzera. It's bouncing around. He can't get his stick free. Good defensive play by Harris. Trying to get it out. Couple slaps there by Reed Russett. Holy Dinah. And now Gann will just chip it in and look for a line change. Townsend. Back in behind the net to Bennett. Throw that up. That's going to go 200 feet. We're going to have an icing with 7:15 to go here in the second. And a 5-2 lead for Gananoque. Shots on goal are relatively close, 27-22 in favor of Gann. Gann is making the most of their opportunities. They buried 5 and going to the net after the shot. It's another thing that's really helping them throughout this game so far. Walkowski throws it in behind the net. Blasco hits his man, but Bennett, big player, he'll come out with that. That flip goes up. As It's either a high stick or an icing, whichever way you want to go. It's coming back down into the Rideaus zone. And there is Sean Dixon as he went to the room for repairs. He's back on the Gananoque bench.
You hear the Rideaus faithful giving their team a little boost here with some cheers.
Nice to hear, I'll tell you, on the road. Spencer Cobalt. Pass over into the neutral zone. Across the line and in. Van Stralen snaps a shot. Just wide. That pass went out to the slot chance. He couldn't complete it. LaPizarra with 2, with 3. Great saves. LaPizarra standing tall. And I'll tell you, he just kind of mucked up my comment there 2 minutes ago where goalie's expected to make the first save, but he come up with 3.
He did. And he did it from the seat of his pants.
Great saves, LaPizarra. Solidifying him as the #1 guy here in Gan and getting the job done with that 5-1 record in the playoffs. Van Stralen in the corner, throwing it into the slot, just out of the reach of Salter. Cross ice pass to Polkowski. Now Pullen, backhander, just goes wide. Stralen out through center now, wheeling. Nice move around him on goal, and LaPizarra is there again. What a stop. Taking down every opportunity that the Rideaus throw his way. They've tried it all. Tips. Good hit there now by Boisclair. The thing they haven't had is a breakaway, but Gananoque, I don't think are going to allow that. As they've settled into a nice defensive role by adding in some offense here and there as well. And it's off the glass, and it'll be just outside the Rideaus zone.
I'm going to say here, I've noticed with LaPizarra, he does play with a very active stick. He's always looking for the poke check.
Can't get too close to him.
No. He might get Ron Hextall or Billy Smith.
Yeah.
Not that I've seen him do that, but.
Right. Just outside the zone. 5:48 to go in the second. Neatly won back. Graham Brown will drill that around the net. The Rideaus will try to come out with it. Come within 2 again. Go to the third period. Beasley looking to the slot. Gann is not going to allow those to happen. Shot through, hit the top of the boards, bounced up, come right down to Dowdall's stick. Good play there by Dixon to slow his man up, and he tried to throw it back to Beasley, who was creeping in. And that got them actually into trouble. That created a 3-on-1 break for Gann, the deep pinching in. And the Islanders turning it around quickly, get themselves an opportunity of their own. Costello head up the whole way, shoots and scores! Brett Costello, the captain with 2, and it's 5-3 with 5:01 to go here in the second period.
Be like Brett.
What a snapshot.
Oh, he's he releases it like the best of them in the league, and he's he's one of the league's top defender previously, and he's just a star
nice
in this
goal.
league.
That was a nice. The difference there, I mean, they didn't wait too long and get stick checked. He just let it go and beat LaPizarra under the blocker. Smith Falls, as we were talking about that in the intermission, they got to shoot that puck right here. The pass to Cobalt, he's tied up. There's no way Wiley was going to let that happen. They're just too strong defensively. They got to get shots and get the rebounds and bury them when they can. Cobalt through center. He'll pull up. Cross that blue line. And noticeably wearing a cage is Spencer Cobalt. I've noticed that, and it's a smart idea. And he knows this is going to be a rough and tumble series, and nobody wants to lose a bunch of chicklets and have to see the dentist on Tuesday.
Yeah, basically, I don't know if you heard that what happened, but after he got hit in the face at the end of regulation against Madawaska Valley, and has a really bad cut on, I believe it's his chin or his lip. So that's the reason why he's wearing a cage.
Pass into the Gann zone. Cobalt there first. He'll chip it in behind the net. The Islanders will try and come out with it. Cross ice pass to Donovan. Gann in. Drop pass. into the slot chance there. He was open for a second. Great defensive play to block the pass. Curls in back of his own net again. Bennett. Pass over. Devin Cobalt, a long ice pass. McKenny shot, hits a stick. Getting too close to Gann, they just won't allow it. Staunch defensively on the back end. Coming out through center is Harris. Head up the whole way, he'll dump that into the corner. And Slack will rip that around the boards. McKenny, and that's stopped by Dixon. He'll get that blue line as Smith Falls backing up. Dallas Slack will stop that, pick it up with 3:10 to go here in the second period. 5-3 lead for Gananoque.
I think with Gananoque too is when they get scored on, they come back even harder. And they'll sometimes beat you with a goal shortly after. They really try and get you out of the game. And I mean, so far we've been, Smith Falls has been lucky at this point that has not happened yet. But Gananoque is known to do that.
Beasley flips it into the corner. It's a good play as Costello gets there first and shoots it through. The redirect comes around to Van Stralen. Just backhanding it, and he had 2 Rideaus in behind the net. He hit in the mid-ice area to Steven. Stralen gets across the blue line, kicking it to Beauclair. 3 Rideaus along the boards. Dixon, and I think that's, I'm not sure who it was. I can't see his number, but they're mucking it up right in front of the Rideaus bench. Brown getting his stick up into Salter's face. And it's going to be 2 minutes to somebody here, guaranteed. This keeps up.
They're making dinner reservations here.
Yep. A lot of nice places to eat here in Gann. It's a tourist little town, and with the casino here, maybe they're going to go hit the slots or something. Pat and Dixon getting to know each other again.
One of those 2 pizza places we've gone to here in Gann. Those were good, great places.
Yes, indeed. Penalty to Dixon. Penalty to Costello. Those plays after the whistle. Outside the Gann zone. It's won by Sprague. He's had a great job inside the dot in this one. Behind the net, Tate Leeson. He has been really shut down in this game. Gann's playbook must have been get Leeson off the score sheet. Ripped around to the half wall, and there's Bennett. Taking that away is Blasco. Cross ice pass to Marcotte, back to Blasco off his stick, back to Townsend, up into the mid-ice area, and Gananoque again through center. Blasco across the line, over. Oh, the received pass there from Blasco, just knocked off his stick. Chip, Blasco, shot, and it's blocked by Bennett. Comes right down into the slot. It's knocked up over the net. Domingue being harassed along the wall, but he's too strong. Looks into the slot. He was wide open, but just couldn't get the handle on it. Townsend dumps it on La Pizzera. Looking into the slot with that one. Leeson can't get it to go. Stymied. Across the blue line on a 3-on-2. Chance of the slot. Scored! A beautiful pass back door, and it's a 6-3 lead again. 3-goal lead for the Islanders.
Great play by Kevin Domingue to set up Ben Blasco. And as we said, Ben Blasco is more known for his passing game than he is for scoring goals. So great finish there by Ben Blasco, but even better setup by Kevin Domingue.
Oh yeah, indeed. Good old Domingue gets it done. Hey Sylvia, good to see you, girl. Congratulations to my daughters. Synchronized skating team winning gold.
Champions.
Indeed. So proud of them. They have had an incredible routine all season long and done it flawlessly every single time that they've done it.
and just did not get the results they were looking for. But today got first place in their tournament. I can't remember exactly what you call it, but unbelievable, Sylvia. Congratulations to you and your team, the Kingston Synchronized Skating Illusion Club. Phenomenal.
Do you think we'll see some synchronized skating as a halftime or intermission show someday?
That would be a great idea.
Right?
It really would be. It's a beautiful sport, and it should be in the Olympics. It's shocking that it's not, to be totally honest with you.
They have synchronized swimming.
There is, yeah.
Which, that doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. They say that, there's too many. This is ridiculous. They say there's too many people, too many skaters. Well, yeah, you're putting 15, 18 players on the ice for a hockey game. You got baseball in the summer. Olympics, it's nonsense. It just doesn't make any sense.
And like that alone is probably going to be very difficult to, you got to learn your routine and everybody depending on everybody to get it right. So I think that's a discipline all in itself. So congratulations, Sylvia. That is absolutely amazing.
And you only get one shot.
Exactly, one opportunity.
You bet. Spencer Cobalt in the neutral zone with 1:05 remaining here in the second in a 6-3 Gananoque lead. Spencer Cobalt trying to find a lane, and he can't. Bennett in the neutral zone, he'll ring it around the boards. Oh, that's a trip. Spencer Cobalt not happy with that one, but
not going to argue that one. Went right to the box. He knew.
Goals announced here in Gann. Unreal. Yeah, that got right to his feet and right in front of the ref. The draw just to the right of Dallas Slack here on a power play. Gann looking to open up a 4-goal wound. Brown to the half wall. Polkowski down low. Higgs, dangerous, always with that puck. Back over to the dot. He walks in, down low again. Gananoque opening the Rideaus up. Domingue back to the point. Over to Higgs. Brock Higgs walks in. Looking for the outlet pass there to the side, and he gets it. Brown walks in, took away Dallas Slack's eyes. And I think he might have made a little bit of contact with Slack as you saw him give him the look. And that'll come all the way back into the Gananoque zone with 7 seconds remaining. Polkowski looking for one more break. Goes to Bennett. He'll neatly play that down and end the period. 6-3 Gananoque will go to the third period. We'll be back right after this epic tale of two teams looking to punch their ticket to the finals in the EOSHL. Don't go anywhere. Oh,
That'd be devastating for them.
Well, a great 40 minutes down, and Smith Falls came away with a shot lead in that period, registering 16 shots, Gananoque with 11, and they traded goals in that second period. Ryan Polkowski from Brock Higgs and Ben Blasco, then Ben Beasley from Brett Van Stralen and Justin Salter, then Brock Higgs again from Kevin Domingue and Ben Blasco, the captain, Brett Costello from Dallas Slack, and then Ben Blasco from Kevin Domingue.
Dallas Slack now has 2 assists in the playoffs.
He's great at playing that puck, I'll tell you.
You know, if the Rideaus want to have a good chance at winning this game, they need a big period from the Cobbled sisters.
Well, and Blasco with 4 points on the game, goal and 3 assists. 3 assists for Domingue. Polkowski, goal, 2 assists. And Brock Higgs with 2 goals and an assist. On the other side, Brett Costello with 2 goals. The captain leading the way. Ben Beasley, goal and an assist. And, you know, this team is not going to go down without a fight. And again, folks, remember, Tuesday night, 7:30 from Smith Falls. We'll have game 2 of this series. Hey, Jaden, good to see you, buddy. Third period, it all comes down to this. Who's going to jump out to the early 1-0 lead in this series? Can Smith Falls rally and get 3 goals in this period? And will Gananoque to be able to play that incredible defense that they've been playing throughout this game, stymie that potent Rideaus offense? Reed Russett, Tate Leeson, notably off the score sheet through 40, but it's difficult to keep them down for an entire 60-minute affair. But Gananoque's done a great job of thwarting that offense from those 2 great hockey players. Sprague at the draw. They are down. No, they're down a man. Switch it up a little bit. There's Cobalt, Witzel, Beasley, Townsend on the other side. Domingue is back as Brown. Great defenseman. He's played a great game in this one. Very tough captain for Gan. Polkowski on the right side as Domingue brings it across the blue line. Brock Higgs losing it along the wall, but he'll get it back. Right out into the slot there as Townsend was standing post side. Back to the point to Brown. Onto the half wall. Back to Brown. Good puck movement. Trying to open them up as they're getting Cobalt to chase there. The other side to Brock Higgs coming out from the corner. Cross ice pass to Brown. He'll slam that in behind to Polkowski. He'll let that go with 29 seconds remaining in the power play. Brock Higgs walks in. Throws it down low. Back to the point. Lots of traffic there was in front. Domingue, he'll switch sides with Brown. Pass into the mid-ice, and it's drilled down to La Pizzera. Wholesale change for the Rideaus. Domingue, that pass leaves it. A smart play, but it's kicked ahead. Shot down the ice with 4 seconds left. That'll kill this power play for Gananoque. Good play there by the Rideaus to kill that off and see if they can get something going. Tate Leeson flipped it up through center, and they got a 3-on-2 break now. Beasley, the drop pass into the feet of Dowdall, and a terrific play by Wiley to intercept that play. Costello off the boards up to Leeson, and it's going to be another icing. Bring it back into the Rideau zone. Quite a hockey game we've had as it comes down the stretch. The final score is the only thing we're missing. We knew it would be high-powered, high-octane, physical, every single aspect you can imagine, and some incredible saves at both ends of the ice. Dallas Slack with that dive across glove save was the one so far of the game. The point and shot in. That bounces out into the slot and knocked away. And Tate Leeson now, can he get going right here? Across the blue line, he'll put it on. La Pizzera stopped it and dribbled away from him. Thrown up through center. Pullen across the red line and knocked off that puck. Costello
Backhand pass to Sprague. Heel wheel. They got speed. That's one thing that Smith Falls is definitely not short on, is lightning fast players. That's down Dowdall shot, and they just having a hard time hitting that net. Keeley loses it along the wall, but he's got support. Banked in. Picked up by Pullen. Across the blue line now. Donovan the shot. Stopped by Dallas Slack. Andrew McKenney. Pass over to Michael McKenney. Across the red line and in. And he's got 4 Islanders to beat, and he just fires it on to Pizzera. Stop that one. He'll hold on for the faceoff. $17:23 to go in the third. It's off to the left. 1 for the Rideaus. Bennett. Shot through, hits a bunch of bodies and off the glass. Chip back to the point. Townsend, the shot through. Goes up and into the mesh. It'll be brought down and inside the Gananoque zone. Well, what's impressed you the most, Justin? Both sides of this ice.
Well, I can't really say it's impressed me because it's kind of the norm, but that Brock Higgs, Ben Blasco, Kevin Deming, and a little bit of Ryan Polakowski are just absolutely fun to watch. And of course, for Smith Falls, I can't say enough about Dallas Slack and his play in the crease. He gives his team a chance when they're down and just makes those saves, those very highly, nearly impossible saves look so easy.
Bennett will pick that long pass up from Gann. Witzel can't get by him. Turns it around. The Islanders are in to strike again if they can. Blasco pass to Higgs in the slot. Another dangerous opportunity for Gananoque. How they get open like that in such a dangerous area. My goodness. So elusive. Pass over. Wiley to Domingue. Back to Wiley. Scampers through center. Looks to shoot. He had so much room coming across that blue line. Untouched. And Dallas Slack will make that save. Uh, 7:30, Kyler. Tuesday. And 7:30 on Saturday as well. Back to the point. Wiley shoots it, redirected. It was just in behind Dallas Slack. They were able to move it out from the point. The shot, Slack stops it, and he'll hold on for the whistle.
You feel so helpless as a goaltender when you feel it hit you and you don't know where it is.
100%. Gananoque right now are right in cruise control. To be honest with you, Wiley set up. They switch sides with Marcotte, and he's looking for the 1T if they get it back to the point. It just goes out of his reach. Back the other way now. Shot in behind the net. Dallas Slack will come out to play it. Hold on to it for a second there. Costello. Pass up and a 2-on-4 now. Across ice to Sprague. Dowdall throwing it in behind the net. Sprague knocks his man down as they both went for the puck. Tate Leeson talking to the referee as the play is continuing to go on. And as his stick was knocked out of his hand. You got to play on. And right now, Gananoque is in a nice position here early in this playoff series. Steven throwing it up ice just out of the reach, but he touched it. There's Beasley. 15-18 to go here in the third. The Rideaus are a team that won't back down, and they'll never give up. So this one is far from over. Ripped around the boards by Beasley. Here, son. Behind the net and thrown around the boards. Comes back to the point. That's an offside. Salter in after that one. Even Graham Brown mucking it up in behind the net. And go through center. The Islanders chip it into the corner. Good hit along the wall. Trying to get it out in front of the net, and they can't. 14:35 to go in round 3. Game 1. Gananoque and Smith Falls. Keeley trying to get something going. Shot her right into the legs of Dixon. Andrew McKinney, the crowd for Smith Falls is getting restless, I'll tell you. Frustration setting in not only on the Smith Falls bench, but up here in the stands. Andrew McKinney now along the wall. Bring it back down low. Gann just picks that one off. Cross ice. Shipped along the wall, and they're going to get a line change. Townsend, Andrew McKinney. 1 on 5. My goodness, it's all, Gann is outnumbering them defensively every time. They are right in shutdown mode. McKinney to Reed Russett. Russett along the wall, trying to move it out. So much green back there. There's a championship quality hockey club in Gann, and this is what a championship quality hockey club does. When they get that lead, they just snuff out any fire from the opposition. They're not playing risky hockey like that. They're just waiting. Nobody forced them. And that pass gets up through center, and it's chipped into the zone. Bennett behind the net. He is harassed by Blasco. Going behind the net, and there's Higgs going at him. Rideaus will make a line change. Townsend, backhand pass. It's knocked away from him, and Gananoque will march back the other way again. Domingue snaps it on, and Slack will stop that, and he'll hold on for the draw. 12:55 left in this third period.
As you're saying, the Rideaus fans and the Rideaus look like they're getting visibly frustrated out there, because like you can tell, you know, with the skill that they have out on the ice, you know that they're very capable of producing and making things happen. It's just not happening. But maybe we got one right here.
Devin Coble the move, and he's knocked down. He couldn't get through, and LaPazzera gobbles that one up. Holds on for the whistle there. Yeah, they're very capable. They've got to make it happen. Rideaus have got to make it happen for themselves. And Gananoque is just not allowing that to transpire. Wiley behind the net. He'll throw it back to support. It's just they're, again, it's so close together, and you know, in just in great position to receive a pass at any time. Right now, that pass has to go through 3 Islanders to get to him. And Polakowski shoots it, and it's stopped by Slack. The rebound, tried to direct it towards the net. Now the Rideaus. The pass. Oh, no, nice play by Cobalt. To center, over to Costello. Can the captain get them going again? To the slot. Just too many players. Gananoque now. Cullen behind the net, moving it up ice. Turning it back to their own zone. The Rideaus will get a line change wholesale. Cullen across the line, backs them up, and Slack will make that save look easy.
The Rideaus really want to make a mark on the score here. They need to get a lot more. They need a lot more bodies in front of the net. They've been looking for a lot of those tap-ins, but to beat LaPazzera, you just got to take away his eyes, much like the Islanders have done with Dallas Slack.
They're looking for the cross crease goal mouth pass, and it is not there. Gann is protecting LaPazzera like crazy. Now there's a pass up ice, and you see it's Sprague versus 3 guys with 1 support. That's a pass into the slot as Tate Leeson spilled in front of that net. That hit a stanchion. Leeson turns. The pass over. Scores! Leeson finds Dowdall, and he pops a goal that makes it 6-4 Gananoque. Leeson was knocked down in front of the net. He was mad. He thought it should have been a penalty. What he didn't do, look to the ref. He looked up ice, found the puck, found Dowdall, and they're down by 2 now in the third period.
That's what good hockey players do.
Big time.
They know how to get the job done, know how to finish, and know how to win.
And as good players come, they are so hard to keep off the score sheet. And Leeson, right in that category, he's not just a goal scorer. He is a play. I tell you, Slack is so creative. Like, he missed that play. He didn't try and do it, trying to get it in front of the net and stumble all over himself. He made the proper move, and that pass gets into the slot. Bennett waits and waits, and he loses the puck. A shot is what they were screaming for up in here in the stands. That's close to being outside. Slack loses it. Van Stralen, a nice play behind the net to thwart that opportunity. Bennett looking for a pass up ice here. You hear the crowd. It's pretty funny to listen to. Chipped into the zone. Salter knocked off the puck there. Brown behind the net. Up to the blue line. Van Stralen shot towards the net and just nothing coming of that one. 10:37 to go in the third period. That is not over, folks. Don't turn that dial. Rideaus put one on the score sheet. Is there more to come?
We're far from done.
Oh, yeah. That draw goes to Brown. He throws it around the boards. Michael McKenney racing in after that one, but knocked off back. Hit there by Andrew McKenney. Blasco, the drop pass. Open Domingue. Trying to get in. Knocked off the puck, but thrown back to Brown. Sprague, the long ice pass. McKenney lets it come to him. He's in. And a pass into the slot, and Brown and Dixon were there to take that pass away. Looking into the slot, shoots! Reed Russet throws it on, and a terrific save again by Alex Lepizzera. Oh, man. One more, I mean, they score that, and they're down by one, and momentum in their favor. Unbelievable.
You kind of feel like the tilt of the ice is shifting just a little bit.
It is. All it takes is one, and the snowball triples in size. Onto the half wall. Digging in the corner. Back to the point. Costello redirected in front by Witzel. Rideaus are starting to come alive here in the third, but Wiley throwing it across back to the blue line. And that hops on Polkowski, but Witzel's got it. The drop pass and taken away by the Islanders. Steady defense. Coming in now, that shot stopped by Dallas Slack.
Eric Witzel has to be selfish in that situation.
Yes.
Get that puck on net, hope for a rebound.
They're going to the middle of the ice too much. Gann has shown through 50 minutes and 32 seconds that they are not allowing anything in the middle, and the Rideaus just keep going for it, looking for that 1T in the mid-ice area. Nathan Slack turns on his man, and he's moving up the ice with a long pass to Dowdall, and there's the great shot there. Lepizzera steers that aside nicely. Trying to chip it in. Is a Slack, but he can't. Dumped into the zone. Now Slack in behind the net. Plays it around the boards. Indeed, a little chip. 2 feet off the green. Keeley to Leeson to Sprague. The drop pass. And the Islanders are out with it again. Takes the hit from Tate Leeson. Donovan. Keeley. 8:45 remaining here in the third period. Gananoque has held the lead the entire game. Up at 1 point by 3. They just kept counter-punching the Rideaus. The pass up to Brock Higgs, to Domingue. Domingue, shot directed towards the net. Good play in front there by Reed Russet to shut down Ben Blasco in front of that net. He's got it though. Blasco, that sift down low, and he was wide open and looked to do some damage to bring it back for the forehand, but it's snuffed out by Dallas Slack. 39-30. The shots on goal favor of the Gananoque Islanders. What a battle. To the left of Slack. Point chance now by Marcotte. That goes into the corner. Brock Higgs throws it behind the net to Townsend, but Witzel is there. Battle for the puck ensues. Trying to walk into the slot with it. Good defense there by the Rideaus to take that away, and they're down to 8 minutes here in the third period. Devin Cobal, long pass to Witzel. Witzel across the blue line, knocked off his stick, thrown into the zone for Gananoque to move back the other way now. Domingue across the blue line, chipped out to center. Is that a drink, Justin? In the neutral zone for Gann. They'll drill it around the board. Slack can't handle that. Costello looking up ice. He knows he's got a moment to get it up. The rolling puck settled down by the great stick of Spencer Cobalt through 4 Islanders to try and make that pass, and it's just not going to happen. Behind the net, Graham Brown throwing it around the other way. Back to the point. Over to the open side, and Gananoque again. Good play by Brown. His head rattled on the boards, but he is a tough guy. Cross ice, wide open, LaPizzera again.
That was a
Stuffed cross deep dish. He doesn't care. I stole that from Justin. I did. When I picked him up, showed me a message. I thought that was hilarious. What a save by LaPizzera. Brown the shot on, and Slack will stop it, and he'll hold on for it, the face-off. Holy Dinah indeed.
that shot had a lot of cheese on it.
Sure did. My goodness. That was outstanding. That I was certain was a goal. Wow. And they're giving him a cheer, folks. That is something else. Huge save. Thrown in behind the net. Nobody there. Rideaus look like, I mean, this is not the same game the Rideaus played against Madawaska Valley. They're at times standing still. I never saw that in the 5 games against Madawaska Valley. Their feet were moving, they were hungry, and right now they're almost wanting it to come to them.
Yeah, they're chasing the game more than letting the game come to them.
Yes, it's wild. Gann they're in D mode right now. They're feeling very comfortable. When they get their opportunities, they are looking to be lethal. The Rideaus are in frustration mode, and it's totally understandable.
And this was a set play right here for Tate Leeson as he lined up wide on his left side.
I don't think an Islander knew he was there either. When you pointed to him, he knocked down and behind the net. He looked wide open as well. Gann will march out through center. Bennett, that pass over, up to Sprague. Tried to get around Wiley, but he is just like a coyote defensively. No ice. Townsend. Pass up, chipped over. Cobalt throws it in, and the big hit of Brown right there. Townsend across the line. The shot hits another Gann stick, chip into the, it's in behind the net. Witzel pinned along the wall. Witzel has been a guy that's still doing great stuff, even against this frustrating Gananoque defense. But again, high risk, high reward, and Gananoque getting a chance now. What a defensive play by Kate Townsend. And Blasco, oh no, that's Brock Higgs off the glass, behind the net, looking to bounce it. Dallas Slack, what a, 2 great saves as he lifted the stick of the Gann player in front of the net as he didn't want it to come out in front. You watch on the replay, he lifted Blasco's stick. What a great play by Dallas Slack. Hockey IQ at its finest.
Yeah, he does so many things well. Stopping the puck, obviously, 1, playing the puck 2, and then just little things like that can really make a difference.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was a defenseman at some point. I don't know any of that background, but he plays it like a defenseman. He's right out. He understands the D needs support, and when he comes out, as you see, they just trail off because you don't want to get a penalty hitting the goalie, and that pass is right to Reed Russett. He just couldn't control it, and that's turning it back the other way now for the Islanders, trying to get a 3-goal lead again. Harris wide open in the slot. Ryan Polakowski, and it just rolled on him. Something that doesn't happen to that guy too often.
No, it does not. And Ryan Polakowski, he's so versatile. He also a few years ago played defense for the Islanders, and just he's so versatile. He can play anywhere. Just maybe get the pads on him if they need a a backup or something.
Don't do that to him. He's a little guy. We know how difficult that is.
You know who else plays the net? And not many people know. Mitch Gustafson of the Deseret Bulldogs. He's also a goalie.
What are you doing? Nathan Slack into his own zone. Mitch Gustafson plays it. It's a long ice pass. Can't get on that one. Salter Slack in behind the net. Pass over. That long ice pass will just result in a 1-on-4. He held onto it, threw it into the corner. Couple changes now for Rideaus. A blue line and out. Dowdall. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. David Bennett. The eyes on Slack now. Shot stopped by La Pizzera. Body on the boards, and again with a day and a half of time in their own zone to move that out through center. Beasley backhands it cross ice, and that's an offside. 3:08 remaining, 6-4 Gann. We appreciate you tuning in, folks. And that's it.
No, he's just out checking with the bench boss to see when approximately to come off. Some signal like 2
like
minutes.
Patrick Waugh.
8 minutes left in the third period,
betcha.
and
down by 2. They're all in. It's back into the zone, and Graham Brown throwing it up. Rideaus picked that off. It's turned over. Good play there by Devin Cobalt to get his feet moving and attack Gananoque. Witzel after him, and another one, Devin Campbell. That club sandwich type approach, one right after another after another. Don't give them any time to breathe. And what a great save by Dallas Slack again.
I gotta say, out of the 43 shots he's had, I gotta say about 25 of them have hit his glove.
Yeah, he's great with the mitt. He hasn't had a chance on one of these goals.
And I know the one that did beat him early on in the game, there he thought he had it. He told me it hit the how should I say that, the
Palm?
the palm, and just kind of bounced out, and he thought he had it.
Tate Leeson shot, stopped by La Pizzera. He got the pass as he was sitting at the Gann blue line, looking to get in behind enemy lines, but La Pizzera was just too tough on that one. To the right, La Pizzera, and there's going to be a timeout for the Smith Falls Rideaus.
And this is a good time to call it. Gives you an opportunity to make a play here in the offensive zone, possibly pull slack depending on the result of the face-off, and then possibly set up for a goal to set up for another situation.
Good Lord above, folks. And again, Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday are the next 3 games for these two teams. It's just 2 minutes, 36 remaining.
And of course, with the North Dundas Rockets watching at home right now, they're like, come on, let's get all these games done. We want to know who we play.
Do it one right after another.
Yeah, right?
Witzel at the draw with Costello at the point. Towns in the goal. Net is empty for the Rideaus. Costello, that shot from the point is stopped by La Pizzera. And he's knocked down, and Blasco chips it up to Domingue, and that's going to salt this one away.
And Domingue says, how do you do to the Rideaus fans?
Yes, indeed.
Just pulled a Tate Leeson.
Yeah, Leeson really put on a show when he scored that goal for the Madawaska Valley fans.
He just went, bonjour, comment ça va?
Well, with another 3-goal lead and less than 3 on the clock, looks like Gann's going to take the home ice advantage, and we will, well, I mean, unless Gann wins the next 2, because, the way most of these series have went, the home team has won every game.
And the next 2 games will be in Smith Falls.
Yes, indeed. Beasley over to Cobalt. Cobalt, pass over to Beasley to the neutral zone. Trying to get around the D. Wiley, thrown on net, back to Spencer Cobalt to the half wall. Devin Cobalt now over to Spencer Cobalt, trying to go around the defenseman. Good slash there by Marcotte. Wiley through center. Across the line, a chance for Gann. A huge hit by David Bennett. Thrown back into the Gann zone. 1:33 remaining. join us again Saturday. We'll be live again, folks. The chances of any of these games not being live are, I mean, we've only had one game where we even had problems, but we've been live for probably 3 months now, quite a bit before the All-Star game. And both these teams have hardwired connections, so tune in 35 minutes before game time. We'll have the pregame again. We'll have some. We'll have a highlight package. Justin's been putting together some great ones. As he helped out there after we had that quick turnaround and gave James a break. And we'll have a lot of great stuff for you again Tuesday from Smith Falls. 7:30 start. I know there was a question of what time the game was. 7:30 start from Smith Falls on Tuesday. And no, not sure what the final score here will be, but we do know Gan will take a 1-0 lead in this series and keep home ice advantage and the trend of teams winning on home ice intact. Ripped on, Lapizzera, he'll lay that over to the half wall. Chipped out through center. Good speed, toe drag. Trying to look for the backhand pass. Pinned against the wall. Again, looking to come out with it. Little shot there into his feet. And they're winding down the clock here. To the point and down the ice. Pizzera will come out to play it. Thrown up into the neutral zone. Cross ice pass, Mangan. Lift there by Costello. 12 seconds. It's an epic series, folks. Thanks for coming along for the ride. And we'll have more on Tuesday. But for tonight, Gananoque came out strong and finished strong on home ice. And they'll walk away with a 7-4 win over the Smith Falls Rideaus in game 1 of this 5-game series. Well, it was an excellent hockey game. And be a quick turnaround for Tuesday night, give the guys a breather. But yeah, it was a great game all around.
It most certainly was. And Smith Falls, you know, this is just a little bump in the series, but you know what? There's a reason why they're playing. There's a 5-game series, and it's far from over.
Absolutely. For Smith Falls, they got to find a way to win 1 on the road. That's about it. It's definitely not over. Win your next 2 on home ice and see if you can win the 3rd one against Gananoque. All right, folks, that's it from the Lou for Billy, Justin, and myself. For Justin, James, myself, Billy Bowl. We thank you for tuning in, folks. We love bringing it to you, and we hope you love it as much as we do. Bye for now.